Managers, the last lesson in our system before we start reviewing a little bit for our unit test. So let's take a look at how this works. Dividing integers. So goals today that you really can solve any expression or simplify any division expression involving the integer number system or rational numbers. So let's take a look at what that would mean. So let's think about our division rules. We talked about our addition rules, right? You know, same signs add, different signs subtract. We talked about our subtraction, that you have to use keep, change, up, and then you do division. Or sorry, then you do your addition rules. We talked in multiplication that we had similar rules to our addition. We had, you know, same signs, we got a positive number, different signs, we got a negative number. Well, guess what? The division rules, when you hear this, they're much more challenging. Not really. They're the exact same as multiplication. They're exactly the same. So you have a positive times a positive equals a positive. A negative times a negative equals another positive. Where a negative times a positive equals a negative. And a positive times a negative equals another negative. Okay? So again, we've talked all about these, but the main reason this is the case is think about how you can do division. Division you can do when you multiply by the reciprocal. The reciprocal doesn't change the sign of the number, it just switches the location of the number. All division can be done that way, even if it's two whole numbers. Or if I'm doing 36 divided by 4, it's the same as 36 times 1 over 4. So it makes perfect sense that the rules are exactly the same for multiplication and division because they're really in the inverse operations. And if you think subtraction and addition are very similar, because we switched all of the subtraction to addition of a negative number. So let's start playing with our division rules. So again, I'm going to go through and do A, C, E, and G, and then I'm going to have you pause the video and try the last 4 problems that are on this paper to see what you come up with. So again, same as our multiplication rules. So we're going to do 60 divided by 5. That's a math fact we know is 12. And then we go, okay, I've got the same sign, so my final answer is a positive 12. So I'm just going to write as 12. 20 divided by a negative 5. And here again, the only reason I put parentheses around that negative 5 is to separate it from the sign. We know 20 divided by 5 is 4. Then we look, okay, we have one negative. They have different signs, so they're going to be a negative 4 is my final answer. A little bigger, now I have a rational number, I have a decimal. So I have 12 and 6/10 divided by 3. We know that's going to be 4. We'll go ahead and do this the long division method, 0, 6. Put our decimal place. 3 goes into 6 twice. Okay, and then we look at our signs. Okay, is one negative, so different signs, so it's going to be a negative 4 2/10. And again, the same thing here. We're still going to use our keep, change, flip. So 1/12 times 4/3. And again, that negative is always going to live in the numerator, just like we talked about when we were doing subtraction. All right, so we've done our keep, change, flip. So 4 times 1 times negative 4 is negative 4. 12 times 3 is also going to be 36. Now then I could simplify. Negative 1/9. Now you could also still cross reduce, except you can't change the negative. You're going to say, okay, negative, negative. I'm going to divide this by a positive 4 that takes negative 1. This makes this 3, and it would jump right to the final answer. So you can still do all those processes we learned with our fractions by cross-reducing and different things like that, but we can also work our way through it the long way. All right, go ahead and pause the video and try B, D, F, and H. See what y'all come up with for those answers, and then we'll check them in a minute. All right, so 32 divided by 4 is 8. And again, we have different signs, so it's going to be a negative 8. Negative 16 divided by 2. Again, 16 divided by 2 is just 8. But we again have different signs, so it's going to be a negative 8. All right, now we're going to do the same thing. Now we don't have to move about moving our decimal point because it's a whole number divisor. So 6 goes into 36. We go 0. I got to write this a little bigger. I'm sorry. Maybe y'all could fit it in that tiny little box. That doesn't work for me. So 6 goes into 36 6 times. Now, because there's a decimal, I've got to bring that up, but then I've got to fill this space with a 0. So 36. Excuse me. And then we're going to do the math. 0, bring down the 1. Goes into it 0 times. We drop another 0. Goes into it once. We drop in there. So now that's 6. 4, carry the 0. So 6 goes out 6 times. 36. And we're going to start to see a pattern. So we're going to say the final answer is 6,016 repeating. And it's going to, because I have a negative 6, it's going to be a negative answer. Okay. And finally, our last one, still using keep, change, flip. So negative 4 over 11 times 2 over 3. Again, that negative stays up top, always does. So we have same signs, so we're going to get a positive answer, so 8 over 33. And there's nothing we can do to simplify those, so that's the final answer. Let's explore some word problems. Oh, before we do that, let's do some expressions, and let's just practice what we keep been doing. So we'll plug in these 3 numbers in for A, H, and K. So G, H, and K. So G we're saying is -2. I'm going to put it in parentheses because I want to keep it all that way. I've already got a negative on the H, so I'm going to put negative, and then I'm going to put my 7. My final is -4. So if I work my way through it, -2 times -7 is a positive 14, times another -4. Well, that's going to give me a -56. Go ahead and try the next one. This one's actually got the division problem for today. All right, so now we have that negative, or 7, and K is -4 over -2. So again, okay, we know that we're going to do our top number first. That's going to give me a positive 28, and that's going to lead me to a -2. So 28 divided by -2, hey, I have different signs, so I'm going to have a -14 as my final answer. All right, again, now we get to work on word problems. All right, so the perimeter of a square baseball diamond is 360 feet. Find the length of one side. So again, this is going to be our division problem. Now, again, we could redo division as multiplication of the reciprocal. We can do it either way in this case, since we have whole numbers to start with. We know there's our key. Okay, perimeter is a key math word. We're going to want to keep that in mind. One side of a diamond. Diamonds have how many sides? Well, we know it's 4. So we're going to say, okay, 360 divided by 4. 4 goes into 36 9 times. And then we have to go, okay, well, we have to bring that 0. We're going to put here. So it's 90 feet. No negatives this time. All right. Go ahead and pause the video and try the problem with Carlisha. Sorry. All right, let's take a look at what that one is. So we have 4 1/2 yards of fabric. She needs to divide it by 1 3/4. So again, we're going back to our brains. Oh, we did this last unit. It's 9 over 2 divided by 7 over 4. Now we use our keep, change, flip. 9 over 2 times 4 over 7. They're same signs, so we're going to go ahead and just keep them. 2 times 9, I apologize, is 18 over 7. So really she can make 2 4/7 pillows, which really means how many pillows she can make. She can make 2 pillows. Can't really make 4/7 of a pillow. You'd have stuffing everywhere. All right, and you guys are going to figure out this last one. All right, pause the video and find out how much money Jermel makes an hour. All right, so this one's got a couple of steps to it. First thing, you got to figure out how many days he works. He works 8 hours a day for 9 days. So 8 times 9. And you're going to take 518 and 40 cents and divide it by 8 times 9. So we're going to do this first. So 518.40 divided by 72. So 72 goes into probably about 7 times. We'd have to guess. So 7, so we get 14, carry the 1, that's 504. We end up getting 1440, 144. A 72 goes into that twice, so that's 144 again. And then we're going to fill in our space because it is money. Jermel makes $7.20 per hour. And we'll add the per hour right here. All right, So now that you guys had some chance to work with multiplication and division, addition, subtraction of integers, we're going to be getting ready to review for our unit test and see what we've got. All right. If you have questions, feel free to reach out to me. I'd be happy to help you some more during a help session.